Good morning, students. This is our third session of accountancy class. So, we are dealing with a FUC first year accountancy, first chapter of introduction of accountancy. So, in the previous classes, whatever we have discussed is the introduction part, that is introduction or the meaning of accountancy. Then we came across the aspects of the accountancy. What are the aspects from the accountancy? Then further, accounting as a source of information, then objectives of the accountancy. Now, still forward, we are having one more thing we had discussed in the last class, characteristics of accounting information. Now, the new concept which we are having for the today's class is the role of accounting. Now, basically, what a vital role this accountancy is playing in the business field, that we are going to discuss in the today's class. After this, lastly, the basic terms which are used in accounting, which are the wordings, terms we are using in the accountancy, what exactly it means, that all things we are going to see in the today's class. Okay, basically we require more time for the basic terms. Nearly 20 points are there, so each and every point we require more time. In the next section we may continue it, but for today we'll see what exactly this role of accounting means, how important role this accountancy is playing in our business or line. Okay, so first, the role of accounting is over changing. Obviously, now day by day, the things, the accounting, maintaining the accounting records is been changing many of the concepts. See, in our financial accounting we call, then specifically for the corporate accounting we call, then further, only finance is not required. Now even we want to see the cost, even cost accounting is been formed. Then further again, for the management to feel the satisfactory needs, they made a management accounting also is there. Specifically for the management purpose, they will be removing the management account. Then cost per unit, how much cost we are making per unit it may be, or overall what is the cost investment for manufacturing any of the commodity, what cost is applied or made, the expenditure is made, that we are going to see. Then for at present, what is accountancy, only we are stick with this. Then this is what overchanging. While in earlier times, first at earlier times, accounting was merely concerned with the recording the financial transactions. So I think double time I have written financial transactions. So what exactly we means for that? Just we were doing or keeping only financial transaction. We used to record that. Just it was the recording of or maintaining the accounts. Financial accounting we were maintaining. But after that, how it has been changed, the word here, overchanging. Why we are calling this overchanging? Every time the new things, new concepts come into existence, it is keeping on changing. How we are going to change this? This is going to be senior. How it is changing? Merely concerned with only accountancy, what we are calling. But why and how it has been changed, we are not knowing it. Okay, so now we will be knowing it. So financial events, whatever comes, double time I have written, I will erase it. Financial events, whichever are there, just they is to record. Now, which financial events are there here? Specifically, it will be recording, a record keeping activity. Now, if you have made any of the sales, what you are going to make, you have to record it. If you have purchased raw material, you are going to record it. That normally transactions which go, we call it as a financial transactions. It should have a measurable value. First thing, keep in mind, directly as we were discussing, sell of goods for rupees 20,000, or sell of furniture 20,000, or purchase of furniture 20,000. If it is containing the measuring value, that time only it will be a transaction. Keep in mind, when it has a value, measurable value, that time we can call it as a transaction. Or purchase of furniture, without any value, can you maintain that account in the accounts? Purchase of furniture, no value has been mentioned, it cannot be a transaction. So what are the things should be there? It should be given here. So it is nothing but merely, first it was concerned only with the account keeping activity. However, nowadays it was first. However, nowadays accounting is done with a rationally, is not only maintaining records, but now it is not only just a maintaining of records, but much more. It is, at previous it was just recording, but not, it is not maintaining records only, but also providing information to the various accounting users. Now who are these users? For what purpose we are providing them the information? What is the sake for it? See, when we are maintaining all the records, each and every records, as I was telling you all, when you are making a sell, few of the concepts, few of the units may be returned you, that we call as a sales return. If you are purchasing any of the goods, if you don't want, or if any damages are there, you will be returning them, that we call here as a purchase return. Specifically every points whatever are there, when we will be proceeding forward in the classes, further classes, we will be knowing it. Okay, but here maintaining all the records, but also providing information to the accounting users. Now accounting users is none other than the external and internal peoples. Now externally, specific, think about the creditors, the people who is investing in your business. First you will be the bankers and the financial institution. They require all the information from you, how your business is going on, the company what you are running, how it is going on, it is earning profit or no, whatever they have made the investment or given any of the amount for the investment, they are going to get it in return or no. That is what merely they are going to think about it. It is none other than these things. Okay, so for that purpose accounting uses area, whichever area it may be, the finance manager also may require this information, all the transactions which are he is maintaining, he need to overgo it. And lastly, as the points we were discussing, we may compare in the last year how much we had done, this year how much we have done. Now if you are likely to expand your business, you are earning profit, you have noticed that now you want to expand it, that time what the things go, every transactions or the records of accounting is, if you have maintained, you can borrow a loan from the bank. And when you go to the bank, merely they will be asking how much profit your firm is earning, and what quantity your production is there, then how much profit from last, since merely 2 to 3 years or 5 years, how much profit you have earned. Now last year we have done 50,000 profit, now this year 20,000, means somewhere we are going wrong towards it for maintaining, or some of the expenses have been increased. For that purpose all the records are being maintained. Now every records or the transactions, the terms which we are using, we will be knowing in the next concept, like basic terms in accounting which are being used, that in that we will be knowing. So this is all about the role of accounting, just a short concept. It is what this much itself. Then further, next concept will be basic terms in accounting. What are the terms specifically we are going to use? And every time when the accounting subject comes, these are the, as usual, wordings we call words we will be using every time. For example, now I have many of the time used one word, transaction. Transaction. What this transaction means? It is what the activity we have taken over in the business. It is what activity taken over in the business. Now let us start one by one with these points. Okay, the first point is, first basic term we use is entity. First point which we use is entity. Now what entity means? See, when it is regarding the business, I will give a general idea on every of the package, whatever you purchase. Like if you have taken oil, on that ITC mark will be there, or else if you have purchased a jewelry from jewelry shop, yeah, billing, bill not billing, their logo will be there on that. The or else even now we call super bazaars or supermarkets is their name and entity means exactly what entity means. I will tell you all. Entity means a reality that has been definite individual existence. What they are showing is entity means they are showing their existence. We are here now. Specifically, we know that big bazaar we call the it is the name itself is one of the entity. What it is showing, we are there. Now, where is the big bazaar? Tilakwadi, Angul Cross. Yes, there you are going to get a big bazaar. Then now recent the supermarkets which you are entering, Reliance Fresh is there, then DMart is there. This is what the creating the entity in the market. Okay. Then further see, business entity means a specifically identifiable business enterprise. It is identifiable business enterprise. This entity is nothing but this we call here. We are talking about the accountancy means we will be running the when we are having a business. These all things we require. Then you which business you are doing, in that your identification should be there. Identification is nothing but the entity itself. Now, as I am telling you all, business entity means a specially identifiable business enterprise like super bazaars, higher Hira jewelers, or else now in Belgaum city, most probably the jewelry shop, which maximum people know, and from old time, from the traditional old decades, the people know Podar jewelers. You in Khade Bazaar at a corner of Ganpati Gully, there Podar jewelers. How we are having the identification mark means from old days till now. Many of the decades they are started their shop and till now they are running it. Okay, that is what the identification mark that we can call here as a entity. Then ITC Limited, etc. Now, an accounting system is always devised and specific business entity called as accounting entity. Now here we are looking after the accounting entity. This is all about the first point. What entity means? It is nothing but the identifiable business enterprise which is well recognized, which is known by the people. Okay, this is what the entity. Then coming to the transactions, now see the transaction word came between, so I will be writing here. Second one is transaction. Now, what the word transaction means here? See, a event involving some value between two or more entities. Value between two or more entities, or even you can call a people. Now I am holding one of the business. I am manufacturing any of the goods here. Whichever. For example, I am manufacturing this pen. I will be supplying this pen to other person. Other person means shopkeeper, retailer, wholesaler, or any stationery shop. Then the transactions which will go between the event, what we call here event involving it in two or more entities is called transaction. Event involved between two or more entities is called transaction. Keep in mind this point. The notes will be given later for you all, but remembrance is much important here. Then it can be purchase of goods, then receipts of money, then payment of credit, including expenses also, etc. Can be a cash transaction or a credit transaction. Now you are purchasing any of the goods. Okay, it may be a cash transaction. For 10 rupees one pen I am selling, it will be a cash transaction. If you are purchasing 1000 pens, it it is nowhere required it should be a cash transaction itself. It can be a credit transaction also. Now how the transaction is taking place between the two entities, two peoples, that is nothing but the transaction. Now it may be a cash transaction or a credit transaction. This is all about the second point, second basic term which has been used in the accountancy, transaction. Then moving forward to the third point, assets. Now what is this assets? See, these are the wordings which are being used here. Assets may be of any kind. Okay, the assets may be of any kind, but this should be used in terms what we can call here monetary terms. Okay, now I will give you all the example. The assets are of two kind. I will write here only. First one is a fixed assets, fixed one, and second one is a current. The two assets, two kinds of assets we are having. Okay, but before that, what exactly the assets means, I will tell you. Assets are items of value used in the business operations. For example, it may be a fixed assets or current assets. In this fixed assets, which things you are going to get? Now, fixed assets means what? Which you are using for a long period of time. Okay. In these fixed assets, you can call land, take machinery, building, then vehicles also. These are nothing but the fixed assets. What are these? The fixed assets we call here. Now coming to the current assets, what exactly the current assets means here? Now current assets is nothing but which are used for short term. Short term means stock. Okay, stock, or else we can have the short term securities. Short term securities even we call. Then cash at cash in hand or cash at bank. These are the wordings which you will be using further. This is what just I am highlighting here. Here take only one example here, stock. Stock means purchase of stock. When you purchase a raw material, it will be converted into finished good and it will be sold again. But in the way, when you are purchasing land, it has been converted in any terms? No, you will be staying there on the land itself and you will be building here in the land. Then you are going to set up the machinery. Then vehicles for what? For the transportation purpose. It is not a short period of time. It is a fixed asset. It is not going to change after in a short period for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year only. We are not going to change these things. Okay, so we call it as a fixed assets. And the current assets you can call a stock. Then even other things are there. Debtors means account receivable. Debtors. See, these things, wordings what I am using, you are unaware of it. Some of the part of accountancy was there for you all in the 10th standard, but at now it is all new things which you are going to face it. In the somewhere in the 10th standard, you were given just a overview of this accountancy. But these all things you are going to face in 2 days, not 2 days, in now in this PUC first year class. Okay. So further, these are all about the assets. Assets is a values which are being items of values which are being used in the business. It may be any kind. It may be a fixed assets or current assets. These are the things. The two kinds of assets will be there. It may be a fixed or current. This is for a short period of time. Short term assets are this, and these are long term assets. Keep in mind, short term and long term, the two wordings you can mention here. long term, and this is short term. Why we use this short term? Means in the short period of time, stock can be sold. Debtors, bills which are pending, receiving or giving can be given. Once the any of the credit sales you have done, the bills will be coming in short period of time. It will not be like you have sold 1,000 units of goods. I will give you 10 years later. Can you also make these transactions? No. Soon after 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months maximum. So in that period, you are going to get this. So we call it as a short term. Then long term means once you invest in the land or the building, will you get back it in a 1 month or 6 months or 1 year? Are you going to get that one as soon as this short term? No, this will be a long term investment. This will be short term. That's it. Till here, 3 points. Till the assets. Then further, liabilities. Now see, next point will be a liabilities. Liabilities, I'll tell you all. Liabilities. See, this liability word I will tell you. In the balance sheet, have you all seen any of the balance sheet? Any of the firm's business balance sheet? One side will be having the assets, one side will be having the liabilities. In this way, this will be assets and this will be a liabilities. This is what balance sheet, what we call here. Okay, this amount. In this way, the balance sheet will be there. Now, in this, you will be maintaining this first fixed assets, you will be entering here. Then this is the current assets, you will be maintaining here. Okay. Then liabilities will be maintained here. For example, share capital, then creditors will be taken here. These are the liabilities here. One by one you are going to make. Then at the last, it should tally both. Both should tally. That we call it as a balance sheet. In further classes, we are going to know it. Just what we are going to know right now is what are the concepts here, which are the concepts which we are going to deal, and these are the terms used in accountancy. Entity means what, then transactions means what, then assets, what kind of assets you are dealing with, then nextly the liabilities, which are the liabilities. Now I will tell you liabilities means what. Liabilities are obligations or debts that an enterprise has to pay at some time in future. Now creditors, as I am telling you earlier, a word has to be coming here, creditors. Creditors means what, which we are going to pay in further, in future time we are going to pay this. Okay. Now every time we are purchasing the raw materials or machinery, if you have purchased, if it is on the credit base, if you are purchasing, you have to pay them. Or else you have taken a loan, the interest for the bankers you have to pay. Or else you will be having any of the investment in other business, that transaction. Exactly when we come across with the problems and in the future aspects here, in the future concepts here, that time every concepts will be cleared. But now at present what you require is just know the terms which will be used in the accountancy. Just knowing the terms is important now. These things are going to be in the future. Further you are going to get this. Then we'll see the next point. The next one here is capital. Fifth point, capital. Okay, the word capital, what it means? See, amount invested by the owners in the firm is known as capital. Now, whatever the amount, the fund or the amount which you are using in the business is nothing but the capital in the business. What amount you are investing. For example, you are having a small business concern. Okay, small business concern means, for example, you have invested 1 lakh rupees. If you have invested for small business means opening a shop, small shop, 1 lakh. Or else if you are opening a company, big company, for example, crore rupees, crore, then 1 or 10 crore, you will not be having this amount with you. You alone will not be the owner of this company. That time what things will require? You need to sell. Sell in the sense what? You need to call a share capital. Here in the capital only, what we invest, we call here as a capital. But in this, even we are having, in the further classes we will be knowing share capital also. Now short term amounts, if you are making from the investment, from where you will be taking? First, your own earned or earned money, or the amount which you are having, that the amount will be there. Or you may collect from your relatives. Okay, for example, I will take this example as a 10 lakhs. For starting a small shop, you require 10 lakh rupees. Now every amount will not be with you only. You are not having whole amount 10 lakh in your hand. Now requirement is 10 lakh. Then you will take a help of your friends, your relatives. For example, you are having 3 lakhs. Your example, you are owing 3 lakhs rupees, you are having in hand. Now you require help. Now relatives and friends, they help. Example, relatives and friends, they are helping you 3 lakhs. Total how much now? It is 6. Now 4 lakhs. From where you are going to take? Obviously you are going to take a loan. It may be any of the financial institution, society, or lastly the bank. Now the remaining will be paying, the bank is going to pay you. Total is what about this? 10 lakhs you got. You will start a business. Okay, this is what, nothing but the investment of this amount. Investment of this amount of 10 lakh is nothing but this capital. What it is in one single line or single terms, you can understand here. What amount invested by the owner in the firm is known as capital. It may be bought from in the form of cash or assets by the owner of the business entity. Capital is a obligation and a claim of assets in business. Now even when you are starting the business, as I am telling you all, 10 lakh you require. Few of the things will be bought by the owner itself. For example, you require land here. If you are having your own place, you can start up land, building. On your own place, if you are having, you can start there. Then remaining furniture you require, then vehicle you require. These are the things when you can reduce this investment amount. How you can reduce? If you want a shop in Bogar West place, that time what you are going to do? You are going to keep there the deposits for it. For 10 by 10 shop, if you are able to take there, nearly it requires 2 to 5 lakh just for deposits. Just for deposit security amount. Then in that remaining 5 lakhs you are going to start up the business. So these kind of things will come across. Now just we are talking about the capital. So the capital word, what it means, it is clear here. The amount invested by the owner is nothing but the capital. This much is enough for you all for understanding. These all things will create you all few of the doubts. Why? Because we are starting up with new things, and in a first go, if we discuss the heavy things, will be burden for you all. So further, the next one is sales. Sixth point. sales. Now what is this sales? Now see, if you are having a business, you produce some of the goods. Whatever you are producing, you are going to sell the goods. Yes. Now as I told you all, I am a producer. I am owning a business of manufacturing pen. I want to sell this pen, right? Or I have to store this. If I store this, am I going to get amount? If I am keeping in a storeroom, I have manufactured and keeping in a storeroom, do I get anything in return? No. When I sell this, that time only I am going to get any of the amount. Now as the doubts, few of the doubts you were having, that also will be get cleared now. See, sales are the total revenue of from goods and services sold or provided to customers. Sales may be cash sales or credit sales. Now revenue and profit, what do you think? These two words are the same or different? The question arises here, revenue and the profit. What is the difference among them? Revenue you get after sales. Revenue you get after selling, like 10 pence for 10 rupees you have sold, correct? 10 pence for 10 rupees means how much you will get? 1000 rupees you are going to get. 1000 rupees you got, it is nothing but revenue. Okay. Then for this single pen, how much you have made the expenses for manufacturing? How much you have got? For example, 6 rupees manufacturing cost or expenses to manufacture. For manufacturing this pen, one pen, you require 6 rupees. Then 100 it is, means for 100 how much it is? 600. Okay. How much you have got the revenue? 1000. In this 1000, if you remove this 600, the remaining point is profit. As we were having the doubt about this, when we are dealing with accountancy, this questions arises. Yes. So now sales, this sales may be of credit sales, means if the quantity is more, half of the payment will be made now and half of the payment will be made after some period of time. Or the cash sales, if the amount or and the quantity is in the small, like 100 pence, the cash sales will take 1000. Same after 1000 pence, if you are taking, the quantity is bit big, so that time we are going to make a credit sales also. Okay. So as the doubts, how yesterday you all had a doubt about the revenue and the profit, here it has been cleared. Now even we are having further, the next point is revenue itself. After the sales, what we are having, the next point is revenue itself. But two things, these two words, how they are different, I wanted to tell you all. So I have taken a small example for 100 pence by 10 rupees, 1000 rupees. Okay. This is what sales, it is the sales what you have done will be the revenue. But from that revenue, when you remove out the expenses, you get profit. So that's it. This is what the small difference between the profit and the revenue. In further, you are having all the concepts same only. Just don't be excited to know all the concept in one go. One by one, all the points we are going to discuss now. All the points. Now nearly 6 points we have discussed. Still we are having 5 to 10 minutes time. We'll be discussing 2 more points. Then remaining will be continued in the next class. That's it. So this is what a small example for your understanding purpose. Then further, next is that revenue. Okay. Now revenue, see, These are the amounts of the business earned by selling its product or providing services to the customer is called sales revenue. Obviously, these are the amounts which are been earned by selling the goods produced. What you have made? Sale of 1,000 pence. 1,000 pence you have sold of rupees 10 each. Now how much it will be? 10,000 rupees is the amount. It is what? Revenue. What it is? It is nothing but the revenue. That's it. The word revenue ended. What it is? Just know the meaning of it. What exactly this term means and what it is going to do. See, these are the amounts. This is what the amount earned by the business by selling its product. By selling this product, what amount you get is nothing but this revenue after selling this product. Okay, then further we are having few more concepts. The next one is expenses. Now basically in general terms, don't require everything to be go in detail. Expenses means what? The expenditure, whatever you make for production of this goods. As I took a small example before this, the same. For this manufacturing this 1,000 pens, per pen, how much you have made the expenses? As we took example of rupees 6 is expenses. Expenses means kharch. Okay, expenses is nothing but the kharch what we make for manufacture, the amount what we spend for manufacturing. 6 rupees is that. Then when you remove out this 6 rupees from this, the same next part is profit only. I will take a next part also here, ninth one. Can you all see this word? I don't think so. No. I will take here only. I will erase this and take aside. Ninth one will be the profit. See how these three words are linked. Revenue we get from sell of 1,000 pence of rupees 10 each. Okay, after selling, how much cost it will be? 10,000. Okay, it is nothing but when we are selling this, it is nothing but a revenue. Okay, this is what revenue. Then next one is expenses. To manufacture these pens, we spend some money, is nothing but expenses. Expenses, how much rupees? Per pen, 6 rupees. Per pen, I will write here, per pen. Then 1,000, how much pens I took here? 1,000 pens I should take. 1,000 pens of rupees 10 each. 1,000 into 10 each, it will be 10,000. So now 6 rupees per pen. 1,000 into this 6, how much it will be? 6 into 1,000, it will be 6,000 rupees. This is what expenses. The word expenses is coming in between. Now, what is this profit? Next point is profit. The revenue is how much? Revenue minus expenses, profit. Profit. How I will take here? 10,000 minus 6,000, 4,000. That's it. What is profit? This is profit. What is revenue? By selling the 1,000 pens, what you have received, the amount is revenue. What is expenses? For manufacturing, for production, what you have made, expenses, we call this the amount which you have spent, we call here as a expenses. 6,000 rupees you have spent. Okay, you have got a revenue of 10,000. How much you have earned here? Profit is how much now here? 4,000 is your profit. That's it. For today's class, this much is enough. Then further we are having few more points, 10 to 11 points are there, that we'll be discussing in the next class. If you all are having any doubts, you can raise now.